Finally, it's actually daytime. Or more like the afternoon. Still late. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I guess the one song, well, one of several songs that end up in fucking Smash. And it's generally one of the more beautiful songs on top of that. I'm surprised they didn't choose to fucking... Actually, there's a few they did, like, for Victory Road. Like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and X and Y's Victory Road. I actually do like that one. It's just that I barely remember much of X and Y. It's fine. Man, X-Men 19 is probably gonna have the most trouble actually getting through this. And it's probably not gonna be until... what? It's probably not gonna be until... I'm trying to think. Anyways. It's not gonna be until we actually get to the third you know, when he did that, that's awesome. The force gym in this context because it's that planet. It's a fighting type gym where Naruto would actually be doing stuff. Because no, this is very depressing. That's not to say she hasn't done anything at all. And also took a bit of time to change team's items. So we're not gonna get any of those actually used yet. Especially one of them is gonna be a berry. A berry that I'm gonna have to regrow multiple times. That's assuming I can even find it in this playthrough in the first place. It's a lumber. Like, it's so fucking useful in this. Especially since that's going on forever. Oh my gosh, and that just actually reminds me. At the time of this, recording. Yes, 2026, no shit. Sleep is actually... It's a sport that's... No, sleep in its entirety is banned. All because of Pokemon like Breloom. Because of how ridiculous Spore is from Breloom. They banned sleep. And I think that's the most recent generation to have banned sleep. Because... what was it? Gen 5 or Gen 9 had banned sleep. I was like, well, that's... I mean, I understand why, but like... It took them that long? Meanwhile, Jirachi gets off scot-free. Again, understandable why. What about... well... in fairness, if I had to choose between Jirachi's Serene Grace Ironhead and the sleep and its mechanics being banned when so many other things, like, since we're talking about Gen 4, Salamence after Pokemon Soul Silver, or the Latios, well, I think it was just Latios. I think Latios is still... No, I don't remember. Not Salamence and Garchomp. Garchomp definitely was. A few things I'm definitely missing. Very nice to know that they gathered all around. Oh! Oh my gosh, I forgot. I probably should have had open space. I'll do it after. Because it turns out there's more than one reason to do this. You know, besides story progression. What a time to get to. Probably shouldn't be leading off anyway. And you know something? I just realized when I was double checking stuff. They gave me, like, it's like, oh, speaking of Drill Peck. You know what they gave Drill Peck to? Fucking Beedrill. They also gave it Cross Poison. On top of Cross Poison getting buffed. It was like, yeah, I get it. We probably should have some reason to use the early bugs. But holy mother of Christ. You think that's enough? All I did was move Scotty out. Not gonna be too helpful here. You didn't have to deal with every single one, though. Which will likely be skipped if I haven't already. Yeah, that's a move. Just fucking sleep. Oh, right, because literally he was a sleeping bed. One life we'll get to. Basically, can you count? Exactly. You gotta count. Granted, they do that after each one anyway. I want to say it's yeah, because it's Ninkata, Ninjask, and Shedinja. Jesus fuck. Like, last attempt being lost because of a miss from Will-O-Wisp. Funnily enough, that's how I felt when they nerfed Thunder Wave's accuracy to 90. Like the speed nerf tip Thunder Wave wasn't bad enough. You're gonna decrease his accuracy. Suddenly beats getting one from Pelipper. Granted, like, you can still get one from Pelipper, but for God's sake, get something with Compound Ice to do it. I always forget. You know what's even funnier? Even with the knowledge of getting Lucky Egg, there technically still is, like, a means to reduce the amount of fucking grinding you would need for levels. Which is what I wanted to get to before ending the last part. It's in the fucking daycare. Oh. Well, this might be a problem. So I keep forgetting I don't have Flash Kick again. Let alone any Steel type move I could be using against Wigglytuff. Because in this, they actually made it an offensive for Fairy, for Fable. Bit of a shame that they didn't know Fable for his defenses. Never mind, it's still faster. Oh, you know what I should back in? I probably should have targeted Bronze. Wait, you just hit Gyro Ball, that works too. Yeah, that couldn't have played out better. Because what was Grotto gonna do? He's gonna put it like now. Smart. But again, what was fight? Piss off. I was going to say what was fight you gonna do, but apparently that. I was gonna say, I didn't predict the switch in even after that. That's a dead Scorpio. Well, right, you could just do that and confuse everyone. That would be really hilarious. No. Oh, but he... What I said about Gen 4 battles being slow? Because we didn't have the animation speed-ups. For the HP bars, rather, and attacks. We see the HP scrolling, we see leftovers recovery, we see the receive recovery. Come on. Never mind. Especially for Snorlax. Even if it's taking a hit from hitting itself in confusion. Really wish I had it. I could have had an amulet. I forgot what it was, but I definitely missed it. Gee, I wonder what that is. It's not like we've had... It's not like it's a Pokemon that had its own... Actually, no, there's a few Gen 4 Pokemon, especially legendaries, that had their own movies. Because what, Lucario had his own movie with Mr. Mew before Diamond and Pearl even released. I want to say that was the first time I saw Weavile as well. Arceus, Shaman, Giratina, actually no, both of them were in the same movie. Manaphy, which is what this is. We couldn't tell. Technically Dialga and Palkia were also in the movie, but... Is that it? Oh yeah, Darkrai. Oh my gosh. Damn, they forgot about Darkrai. I'm not going to be using it, but it's nice to have it. And before I forget, the name reader wasn't in Hearthome, it was in Eternal. I dumbass forgot again. Oh, that's a good vibe. I did go back and go to that just to get the old vibe earlier off screen, but yeah, no, all that was the dive balls that he gives you after giving you the old vibe, and the TM for water pulse. Still have that old keystone. So now that's especially my mind for high school. It's actually not that far from getting earthquake. Right. I should have ignored your ass. Yeah, I know, I definitely should have. Okay, let's not. What I actually wanted to do was this. Jeez. Getting Spirit 2. Like, not only having the old Keystone, but having to do the underground just to be able to get. And I think this was, and it still is, a single time encounter. And the bulky motherfucker on top of that. Oh. Right. Because we can actually get great balls now. Never went back for them. Beautiful. Now there's a Baneri up here. Said there's a Baneri up here, and since we do have a citrus berry, we can give it to that. Though that does mean we're gonna have to find a citrus berry somewhere else if we need it. Or wait for another one to go. That's part 2 done. And the last one is in Pastoria. It's in Pastoria City. That's where we give the old chateau to. But we're a long ways away from that, so might as well pretend it doesn't exist. Oh yeah, defog! You wanna know something fucked? Let me tell you. Defog in this gen was fucking useless. So, I already know about the effect of clearing up foggy areas in Route 210. And I think it was the only area besides, like, the Send-Off Spring that had fog. But defog before it got buffed in Gen 6 to clear out the entrance hazards on both sides of the field, it only cleared out the entrance hazards on their, if I remember, I think it was their end of the field, since it also cleared out like dual screens and shit. Clear as hell. I don't have any. No, I don't. She's gonna want a Pokemon, that old lady up there, is gonna want a Pokemon that has flames on its head. It could be Ponyta, Rapidash, Moltres. And I'm already forgetting one of them. But at least those 3 I do remember. And the seals, oh my god, the seals. But the only elite foe member we see is Aaron. I always forget the name of this person. Lucian. It's fine. You think I remember the pronunciations? I don't. Wait a second, though. I don't think anything on my team is going to use it. But yes, defog. Up until it got buffed, it was fucking it wasn't really what one would call useful. It was terrible. Pardon me as I check every fucking crevice. Because you can actually find the elemental stones here, on top of defog. Now, yeah, default's right here. Apparently the choice scarf is supposed to be in here as well. I cannot for life of me tell you where it is. But since we're here in the daycare, we now have a spot to even trade. And 15 of each goddamn berry to reset our EVs. Though we're probably gonna have to buy a bunch of these. Because I sadly have not been keeping track of what EVs I've gotten up to this point. It's also gonna help for these soon-to-be Flygons, since it can now it's gonna be the prime candidate for Draco Meteor. Yep. Oh, and those power items? She has every single one of them as well. Fuck the macho place. We have these. We have these. And unlike in Star Emerald, they actually work. Actually no, I do know why they don't work in Star Emerald. Man. Yeah, each of the stats including HP, and the experience, which the level is correlates to the Blissey that each one you're fighting. That does not mean that's the level you'll end up at. Each one corresponding to your progress. And I know for a goddamn fact that you're probably just gonna end up until you beat the game, you're probably gonna end up being towards level 65. 75 is after you beat the Pokemon League. And 85 is after you've done all the events in Stone Mountain. But this is what I'm gonna be cutting in and cutting out, so that you don't have to worry about seeing a bunch of the progress of EV training, keeping track of all that shit. That shit's boring. So that's I want to say it wasn't out. It's going to be heading into dusk, given how long it has taken. Everyone's a bit higher up. Like, this is just from EV training. I didn't even do, like, the Blissey bit, because that would have been way too much HP given where we are right now. In fact, I'm fairly certain we're currently over-leveled. Because I took the time to EV train all this. And as you saw, hopefully I put in during after editing. Turns out I had to talk to the hiker and he gives me the choice scarf. Whoops. Let's see. Poison appears to take its boost. I got the life orb, which was above where she is. Oh no. It's very confusing, Tauros. But, as I was saying, life orb was up there. And the only other thing I did was get a bunch of Moemon milks. And by that I mean 12. But yeah, so Scotty's now holding the expert belt. That was on Lucario, who is now holding the life orb. I ended up just getting the berries from my completed save file. But from the initial playthrough, I was like, to see if I was gonna do this. The Toxic Orb was from Blissey, but I went to the lowest possible level, gave it Thief, got the Toxic Orb, and then replaced it with Boost. 9-tip. Yeah, it's the Wise Classes. Because I've yet to get access to Focus Sash. And that's about it. glad I'm still there. I wait for that detour. Yeah, yeah, we are way above overleveled, which, yikes. To be fair, we already were kind of earlier, but now we're really overleveled. Somehow, it's still gonna be just as hard, regardless of what overleveled it is. That's just the feeling I'm getting. It's just a slight feeling. Since Leafeon is going to be getting the choice band. I'm pretty sure it is in this route. Oh yeah, Gen 4 payback. just a little tidbit. Not only does it deal more damage if you go last, it also, literally just for Gen 4, it also dealt double damage on the switching. Like kind of a reverse pursuit. And yeah, Leafeon ended up getting Power Whip. Oops. Okay. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different route. I'm dumb. It's not this route that gets a choice band. It's the route after. Yeah, his was a Razor thing would have been, which meant I had to avoid it quite a bit of ways before I got it right square. That would have been a cut tree. We ain't got no trees. Trees to cut. Probably the most confusing TM change is Hyper Voice. I mean, I get why. Because who the fuck's gonna be using Natural Gift? Which is what it was. But you could have made it anything else. Not a lot of Pokemon are gonna make use of Hyper Voice. And a Pokemon that could use Hyper Voice? Mate, Boom Boost exists. Like X-Plow, Swellow, which you also buffed, which it also got a higher special attack. Like it did in Gen 7. Like, then again, what else would you replace it with? Whole Switch ain't in the game. Flip Turn ain't in it. Yeah, no, I actually don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say, I wasn't expecting Hyper Voice to be TM 83. When that normally is a move to the move. that and it seemed like an abrupt cut. Literally, it was the camera issues. Hopefully, it wasn't too much of a hassle, but jeez. I seem to be cursed. This so far this short stint has been a mess. At least we're here now. Should I mention what I did to fly? Probably not. It was literally just as like a base power and accuracy boost. 100 base power, 100 accurate. Stars evolution, like the evolution stones up here as well. Thinking, I'm pretty sure it's an NPC. Yeah, it's one of the elite. It's a fucking birthday. She gives you the TM for Earthquake. As soon as I can reach it. Doesn't even have. That's a bit disappointing. Doesn't even have a fucking animation for leaving. It just fades to black. Gee, where have I heard that before? Like, just having it fade to black instead of showing us what happens. Certainly not a more recent Pokemon title. One with so many fade to blacks, I thought it was a fucking Metallica song. Oh yeah, you also see NPCs, well, besides, because you actually see NPCs you can fight. Yeah, inside the Pokemon. Alright. What? Eh, that still works. I was like, this is gonna fail because of a misclick. I don't know why, but I feel like I should have. Well, no, that's later. I don't think we've gotten to the point of getting Dragon Pulse yet. No, that's. Yeah, I was right, but not yet. That's literally the route after. Speaking of Dragon Pulse, that's gonna kill. Nope. Thank goodness. We're trying to maintain happiness so it's still in Pickle Me here. Granted, that's not until after we get Rock Climb and can use it. I would prefer it. I also gonna love how Kingdra has been the only Pokemon to evolve using the Dragon Scale. And only Kingdra. Let me guess. Oh no, I can go here. Can I? No. Okay, alright. right there. It's right there. Oh, there's a ship. You know what? Yeah, because we already used one. Is this bastard? Yeah, it's Choice Band. Oh, guess what I'm giving that to? Alright. Now we can enter the fucking tunnel. Oh, right, it's right here. That was easy. Alright. This will be the one area we can find dinner. Well, no, two. Like 2 or 3 areas you can get dinner. But I'm just gonna ride on through it. Oh, right. Because... almost forgot. That's literally, like, these ruins. It's literally where you meet Jirachi after doing all of the fucking wishes. Perfect. Alright. Okay. Then. Nah, I might have messed too much. Island. So you know how we have Salamence? Physical behemoth as it were, or a mixed attacker, or a special attacker, depending how you made it. Would you be surprised if I told you they did the exact same thing for Flygon, but made it the special attacker instead? Like, no, seriously, same base stats totals Salamence, but the physical attack and special attack are basically reversed. And instead of just having Levitate as its ability, it also gets Compound Ice. And given what we're going to be using with this fucker, like Hurricane, Draco Meteor, yeah, I'd say those benefit heavily with Compound Ice. I forgot which house it is. And I lose 50-50. Okay. Because, yeah, it should be fine. Because, going to the reception, you get rebuyable focus sashes. Violence, Zoomlands, like Clay if I had a Pokemon that could make use of it. Given an extra belt as a life orb. Had I not stolen the Toxic Orb from Blizzard, I could have done this instead. Any more of leftovers, King's Rock. Good. It would, but like, ironically, that Freedom Jin and Lucario wouldn't be, considering he's also weak to fighting. You know what I'm gonna say? The one Pokemon that he has, it's Floatzel. And he did, in fact, get Wave Crash. Sadly, that's not in this either. Like, basically a water-type Flare Blitz. It fits, but like, holy shit. Oh, speaking of things that... Let's talk about things I've learned. Yesterday I learned that Headlong Rush is a punching move. Based off of, like, the original, like, Japanese name for the move. It's a sumo term. Which also explains why Hariyama gets it. You know what doesn't get it? Iron Hands. It's funny, you're gonna give Hariyama that, but not Iron Hands. I mean, I get why. Sort of. Kinda, not really. But it's hilarious. You know, we are definitely overleveled. Part of me wants to mention, like, I think it was the Pokemon Platinum speedrun, not the Diamond and Pearl one. This gym, like, I learned this a while back as well. There's a specific trainer that has a Machop that has a ridiculously high chance to critical hit. It can straight up. Wait, no, it wasn't the crit rate. It was the fact that it basically had, like, its IVs for attack, like, max, and worst case scenario could 2-hit KO, like, any Pokemon that, at the point that a speedrun would be at. It would basically be a 2-hit KO at the worst of it. Or even worse if it managed to crit. Which made this part of the run, like reset heavy. Do I remember which trainer it was? No. It's been forever. No, I'm pretty sure it was there. Again, I forgot. Unfortunately, it's a bit well. I'm probably gonna end up skipping quite a bit. Like, half of that fight was just taken up because of... was taken up because of Fake Out. I have to see that there's still bits that are kind of slow in Gen 4. But... oh wait, wrong direction. Or that could happen and you just end up wasting a few seconds. Jeez. This is the last. Yeah, it is the last stream. And then I got a story about the gym leader in a bit. So, when I first got Pokemon Diamond, right? It was a provision because I was more interested in Dialga. Especially learning now that is, well, at the time it was the one Dragon Steel type. But then we got Pokemon like Duraludon in its evolution. This particular gym leader, Mei Ling, I would not have realized how much trouble she would end up giving me. I think it was mainly because the team I was going through at the time, with the exception of Staraptor, was extraordinarily weak to fighting. Like, I do remember it was Empoleon and Staraptor. I sadly don't remember what else I had on my team. It's been forever. But it would always go at least decently well until I got up to her Lucario. It was like, at the time I didn't know what typing it was. I didn't, like, this was around the time I didn't really have that easy access to the internet. No easily available computer. So it's not like that could have been something I could have looked up. So, it ended up being a headache trying to get past this particular gym in Diamond and Pearl. And many failed attempts had. Now I know better. But it did become a sour point for me. Because Lucario was a Pokemon I really wanted to use. Not that I knew where to get one at the time. Then again, that was also around the time where I had really bad team building sense. Right. Insert excuse of me being a stupid idiot kid or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, no, Ninetales is just sleeping. Fire Fairy typing, I kind of realized is actually a really great typing. I'm surprised it has never actually been made. I'm pretty sure Night, right? Like, I'm fairly certain now. Because we got fire, grass, fire, water, ground fighting, but that's Great Tusk. Fairy fighting, that's Iron Valley. There's just I think there's only a handful that have yet to be used yet. Unfortunately, some of them are also some of the most interesting and offensively potent. Like, I think one of them is Ground Fairy. It's like, yeah, that sounds like a really good offensive typing. Shame that doesn't exist yet. Yeah. Maybe one day. Yeah, no, this is just a Ninetales sweep. Went from barely being able to do much to actually being pretty damn good. Hey, even Drain Punch got its buff. Wait. I'm pretty sure though, right? No. No shit, I would have been able to actually give it to Feraligatr. Can you imagine Feraligatr with Drain Punch? Because the main fighting type moves it ever got was low kick and super power. Shit, I can't imagine it getting something like close combat. That'd be insane. Up, same old shtick. Gotta get the Pokedex back. Again, me forgetting I have a bike. Yeah, this isn't the most ill-conceived thing I've done. Oh, but the risk of killing a fucking kidnapper. Oh yeah, I don't think I've mentioned one with them, because even that got buffed. Yeah, I think as much. What am I going to sit there and fucking Venom up instead? Not that I can control what the AI does. Wonderful. I would ask then, why did you take it? Then again, your whole venture's been fucking pointless to begin with. Luca does do stuff, but like, it wouldn't be until like the post game where it's like, oh look, he's actually making arrests. So we do have something with that can learn fly. Just not in our party. I'm also very much tempted to, like, get into Pastoria City already. If for no other reason, then so I can, like, finish up, like, the moves, well, most of the moves for my team. Because past Pastoria City is Route 212 that has all the move tutors in one place. Except for, like, the elemental beams and Draco Beam. That's pretty much it. Everything else I can access. So it's probably gonna be a trek and a half once we actually get there. Thank you. Oh yeah, the key. Yep, same place. Not sure if I've ever used a white flute, but it's nice. Whoops. That's fine. Yeah, it's only one. It's fine. No, literally the time seems with Leafeon with Power Whip. Wonder how that would look. Then again, what did fucking Leaf Blade look for anyway? I mean, I imagine it's its tail. I don't think it's the size of its paws. I don't think anyway. Oh, that's right. Because the Great Marsh. Yeah, because it's really good Protect. Do I want to do that now? Well, I mean, it's probably gonna be off screen anyway, but still. Let's see. This house is where you get Lapras. And yeah, we don't have Sith yet, but on that other side is a Pokemon that's Mew transformed again. You give it the old Chateau. I don't think not for the car anyway. You know, because that's Bullet Punch. Bone Rush. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, is that it? Okay. There it is, Ice Punch. Oh, speaking of locate, it's right there. You know, it hasn't learned Dragon Dance yet. But Flygon still has Dragon Dance. Alright, Ninetales. There's Moonblast. And Nasty Plot for good measure. So I'm not going to be using Nasty Plot, but it's there. Oh wait, no, it's not up there. It's down here. Because also there's a bit of a message sheet, like the fact that it's is being emulated. You can actually see the patches where you can actually walk on without being stuck. And this is the tutor house. Yeah, superpowers. Okay, it's a team. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh boo. Right, because it's a TM now. Hurricane 210. Yeah, no, that's not until after. Man. Wait, no, that's special. I'm pretty sure Leaf Young gets knockoff. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, I'd much prefer knockoff over Night Slash. There we go. Here's Poison Jab. Not to have anything to use it. Well, I'd rather not. Oh no. Oh wait, no. So that's a bit of a big. Well, the rain's weakening the fire, so still. Never mind, it's just gonna cross chop instead. Right. Even with cross chop, it still doesn't miss. And I hope it doesn't fucking miss. Gotta remember, still 85 accuracy. I also got that Holosphere guy built as well. His speed 90 is 80. So far no misses, but I still wouldn't trust the accuracy with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, it's fine. Worried over nothing. Yep. So you're going the wrong way. It doesn't matter, they all teleport.